Assalamu alaikum students. Today I am going to discuss about literary term. What is a literary term? Why are literary terms important? And what are the most common literary terms used in English literature? So before discussing different literary terms, first of all let's see what's a literary term. A literary term is a technique or device used by writers to create or add layers of meaning and to emphasize, embellish, or strengthen their works. Literary terms are an important factor to consider when analyzing novels and short stories. These terms are used to create meaning in text as well as to create vivid images in stories. They are important in a wide variety of ways. They allow writers and speakers to make comments on society, politics, and trends. These terms have the power to create serious, humorous, or whimsical moods via tools of persuasion, poeticism, and wordplay. Now let's see what are the most common literary terms that are used in English literature. These terms are simile, metaphor, personification, hyperbole, irony, style, alliteration, oxymoron, and pun. So these are the literary terms which usually are used by the most of the writers in literature. So first of all, I will tell you about simile. Simile is a figure of speech comparing two unlike things using the words like or as. It's a figure of speech that compares two unlike things. And common similes include the descriptive phrases like cool as cucumber, blind as a bat, and light as a feather. Now, here are some more examples from literature where simile has been used over there. It's a beautiful quote from Oscar Wilde in which he says, keep love in your heart. A life without it is like a sunless garden when the flowers are dead. So here a heart without love has been compared with a sunless garden by using like. Next quote is from Jan Martel. It says, the pain is like an axe that chops my heart. Here pain has been compared with an axe. Next quote is from Albert Einstein. He says, life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. And next example is, she is as beautiful as her mother. The hall was so crowded, it felt like 1,000,000 of people were there. So these were the few examples where you can see how simile has been used. Next term is metaphor. A metaphor is a figure of speech that makes a comparison between two non-similar things. As a literary device, metaphor creates implicit comparisons without using like or as. The basic difference between simile and metaphor is that in simile, the comparison is made by making the use of like or as, whereas in metaphor, these words are not used. Rather, two things are compared directly. Metaphor is a means of asserting that two things are identical in comparison rather than just similar. This is useful in literature for using specific images or concepts to state abstract truths. Look at these examples, how metaphor has been used. Laughter is the best medicine. You are lion. Life is a highway. He is a wet blanket. So in all these examples, direct comparison has been made with the different things.